Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Thursday morning. This reading the red. It's warm out there. The sun is not shining yet, but you can feel the temperature rising. It's going to be a hot few days. Luke chapter 11, verse 4. And forgive us our sins, for we ourselves also forgive everyone who is indebted to us. And do not lead us into temptation. So, and forgive us our sins. So on the basis of us living according to your kingdom values, and forgive us our sins, which means we are likely to sin. We are likely to get it wrong and make mistakes. And so Jesus is encouraging the disciples to declare to God that be realistic, that the life you're going to live is on a journey. So, and forgive us our sins in the likelihood of that we sin, which is more than likely. And not only forgive us our sins as it relates to the things that have gone on in the past, but also, and forgive us our sins of the sins that we haven't even yet committed. And because of the cross, we can be forgiven. He says, and forgive us our sins, even as we ourselves forgive those who have sinned against us. Meaning, not only do we want to keep our heart pure so that we don't have poison, we're not filled with snakes, but we also don't want to hold on to anything that anyone has done to us so that it poisons us as well. So we forgive everyone that has sinned against us. We're going to release them from any implications or responsibility. We're going to let it go, and we're not going to let what they did to us live in us in any way, shape or form. So, and forgive us our sins as we ourselves forgive those who have sinned against us. And then he says this, and lead us not into temptation. James tells us that God tempts no one. So what can this mean? To ask God to not lead us into temptation. Paul tells us that God won't take us beyond that which we can endure. Brothers and sisters, in order to be able to know, we need that testing. When they build something, they have to test the metal in order to be able to make sure that it's strong enough to do the job it's intended for. And we need tension in our lives in order to bring about that sense of, can this really survive? Is this really on board? Can we use this in order to do what we want it to do? And God, in one sense, is not testing us, but life will produce itself testings. And we need to know that we will not be tempted or tested beyond that which we can endure. But James tells us that we will endure temptations of all kinds. And under trial and tribulation, that's when we develop the nature of God. That's when perseverance and steadfastness and humility and patience, that's how they all come, because we've been through the testing and we've come through successful. Do not lead us into temptation is what Jesus says we should ask God for in terms of this prayer. Thank you for joining me. Be blessed. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.